Hello. Actually, let me type that in. Yo, what's up? I have no idea how to pin this thing, so I'm probably gonna say forget it. Hey. Okay, whatever. I just want to hop on here real quick and just kind of briefly, very, very briefly, I'm talking less than 5 minutes, just kind of say how raw food has affected me so far. So I have been eating raw for only about, how long have I been eating raw? Probably about a month now. No, that's a lie. Yeah, about a month now. And so some of the things that I have noticed in eating raw is that I have broken out, which I haven't had acne in a long time. I haven't had to deal with acne in probably over 2 years. But since I've been eating raw, I have been breaking out. Look at that. Just shame. But I've been breaking out along my chin. And I've only been eating raw for, I said about a month, but it's probably been less than it. Maybe going on a month. So, when you eat raw, you know, your body starts to detox and your skin start to break out. You may develop cold and flu symptoms, which these days we hope isn't COVID. And you may even get feverish. Depending on how long you eat raw and how long you detox, you develop detox symptoms. So, me breaking out is one of the symptoms that I have developed. So that just lets me know that I'm on the right track. So that's one of the detox symptoms that I've noticed since I've been raw, is that I've been breaking out. And I haven't had any cold or flu symptoms. You know, these days you kind of mix that up with COVID. So, but that is one of the symptoms of detoxing. But so far I've just been breaking out. What else have I noticed? I have been, well, my bowel movements have increased. Hey! Yeah, my bowel movements have increased. I haven't been breaking out badly. I'm just talking about some of the detox symptoms that I've noticed since I've been raw. I've only been raw for about 3 weeks, going on a month, but I have been breaking out. So I'm like, crap. And then I've been taking some supplements as well to help kill the fibroid tumors. And I've also noticed that there has been some cramping. There has been some, I call it rusting. Every woman has a normal amount of discharge, vaginal discharge. But mine has been kind of rusting. And I guess what that means is that maybe it's twinged with a little bit of blood, I guess. So there is that. I've been noticing that. And I have been working with my doctor in doing this as well, and other naturopathic doctors, just to make sure I'm on the right track and that, you know, I'm not going in the wrong direction. So I've been doing that. What else have I noticed? So breaking out. Yeah, I started eating fish just to boost my my blood levels up. And so when my blood levels became normal, I was just like, and here we enter into 2021. I'm like, I just cannot do this anymore. I'm sick of fibroids. I'm sick of dealing with it. I'm sick of it being a part of my life. I'm sick of like my life revolving around fibroids. I'm tired, you know? And so it's like the more I contemplate surgery, the more God tells me no, because his purpose for me is something different. I've started this journey with other women, and you know, they've gotten surgery, which is for them. That's all good. But our journeys are not the same. And God actually told me to do this 3 years ago. So I probably could have been done with this chapter of my life a long time ago, but you know, sometimes when God tells us to do something, most of the time we don't do it immediately. And there was one of those times I'm like, God, are you serious? Raw? Like nothing cooked? Are you serious? But that's the message that I got January 2018 when I joined Hope Beyond Fibroids. But I was like, you know, I had to work my way up to that. I couldn't at that point in my life. I physically, mentally, I just wasn't ready for that. I had to. So these 3 years that have gone by, was me building myself up to that point. In 2018, I started fasting. So I started going without food. I started eating more raw. So just to build myself up to the point where I'm eating raw all the time. I wasn't ready for that in 2018. I could not. So when I tell them what I'm doing and how I'm eating, and they like, oh, I can't, I feel them, because when God told me to do this, I couldn't. I was like, I knew that I was eventually going to do it. I just knew that I couldn't do it back then. So that's where I am anyway. So when I started noticing that my blood levels were just kind of dropping, I started incorporating fish and a little bit of meat into my diet. So my blood levels built back up. And so, you know, I've just been praying about it, because I don't like to do this without the Lord. If you got me on this journey, then you got to lead me through it, because, you know, I can't do this without you. So it's just my time. It's something that I've been building myself up to for years. And now it's just time for me to close this chapter and just move on. And, you know, if I have to eat non-cooked food, then so be it. I cannot do this chapter of my life. I just can't keep repeating it over and over and over. If I had been obedient to God when he told me to do it, this chapter of my life probably would have been over by now. But, you know, I'm ready. I'm doing it now. And that's where I am. So that's why I'm not doing the meat, and I'm not doing the cooked food, even the cooked raw good vegan food, which is still good. It's just time, especially with the size of fibroids that I've been told that I have. I'm actually making a video about that, because I've been visiting my doctor, you know, getting the annual and getting the ultrasound and such. I actually have an appointment to get an ultrasound next week. So I'm making a video about that. I hate those videos because for the past 5 years, I have not heard anything great in those videos, but it's all good, because now I know that I have been following the right track the entire time. And I don't know. I think this is my destiny to do, because like I said, every time I try to have surgery, every time I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm over this. I can't do this anymore. God is like, no, stick with it. No, I gave you instructions. And I'm just like, oh my God, really? I just want this to be over. But that's not, I keep getting this message in my head. And, you know, I had to ask God, is it me? You know, help me to identify if it's my own selfish motives or if it's really your assignment for my life. Help me, because I keep getting this quote in my head. You have been assigned this mountain to show others that it can be moved. And I can't let that go. Every time I try to make an appointment for surgery, because even my husband, honestly, my husband is the one that's pushing me to continue this, because I've told him, I'm done with this, babe. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm making the appointment to get surgery. I'm sick of it. But he's the one, because he's had surgery before, and he's like, look, you know, you started this path. This seemed to be your path. You need to continue it. And when you have surgery, you're never quite the same again once they open you up. I don't know how true that is, but I guess in his situation, you know, I guess it is true. But so that's pretty much my journey so far up until this point, which is why I'm finally I caved. I'm finally obeying the Lord. I'm finally going ahead and eating raw. And because even now, you know, when it comes to this journey, every woman who's ever been on this journey, who's going through this, knows that sometimes you get depressed, you get doubtful, you know, you're like, is this working? Am I on the right track? Is anything that I'm doing working? And so, you know, I'm no exception. This is a prime example of faith, because I have nothing. I have, except the things that I've read, the things that we've all read, how food heal, and how if you address your diet and your stress levels, then your body will heal and correct itself. And I have all of that in a promise from God, you know, that I'm on the right track, that I'm doing this. Otherwise, I have nothing. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if I'm doing the right thing for myself, and I don't know. All I have is faith that, you know, God told me what to do. He gave me the instructions, because other than that, y'all, I have nothing. I mean, I have nothing except that little bit of faith. And then I think about the times when I wanted to schedule surgery and something just would not let me. It just would not let me go through with it. And so, you know, that's all that I have. I'm just looking at this police officer. He's driving around kind of suspicious, but okay. Anyway, so that's, you know, that's all I have. It's just faith. And that's what faith is. That's how I know that I'm operating in faith, because when you operate in faith, you don't see it. You don't really know if you're on the right track. All you have is something in your heart. You got something you can't let go of, something that won't let go of you, something that will not allow you to let go of it. It won't break itself from you. And that's typically how God works. If he speaks to your mind, you know, if he speaks to your heart and he give you something, chances are you can't let go of it. You can't get it out of your mind. You can't stop thinking about it. You can't stop, you know, pursuing it. Chances are it's something that God gave you, and it's your assignment to do. So, especially if you prayed about it and he's shown you continuously, like he has done me continuously, you know, that this is what I need you to do. I need you to do this, to show others that I am the Lord. You know, I mean, not to say that surgery isn't healing either, because, you know, there are some women who are in such dire shape that, you know, they have to get surgery. And I'm not against surgery. I never have been, because everybody's situation is different, you know. I'm just speaking in terms of me and my situation, and I advise all of y'all too to just seek the Lord. He always gonna direct you. He always gonna let you know, what your path is and what your assignment is, what he wants you to do. And that ain't easy, because we're used to, you know, picking up, it's my life, I'm gonna do what I want, this is what I'm gonna do. And I tried that, but he shut it down. He would not let me do it. And it's important to be obedient too, because, you know, God's plans for your life are so much better than your own. They just are. They're so much better. So, yeah, so that's my speech. That's my story so far. And so far with so far with raw food, I have not been starving. I've been doing really well. I just made a video, so that link is in my bio. It's a little short video, probably like 8 minutes, and it's showing you what I eat in a day. So yeah, so because a lot of people think, oh my God, you're already so skinny, you're gonna die if you eat raw. No, I'm not. Don't speak that on me, first and foremost. Secondly, you know, I'm good. I'm actually probably more, you know, healthier than you are. No offense to anybody who's listening, but you know, you just hear a lot of negativity when it comes to eating raw and stuff. So, what else? I think that's all I have for you guys today. Did y'all have any questions before I leave? Is there something y'all want to share? If not, then, that's pretty much all I have. I'll linger to see if any questions come through. And if not, then, you know, you guys can always shoot me a DM. I always answer them. And, my website, yes, my goodness. Y'all, oh my God. I got all this stuff I want to share with you guys. My cookbook, my body butter, but my stupid website is broken. And so it's currently getting fixed. I promise I'm gonna keep you guys updated. about it. The guy just reached out to me today, and he's filling me in on what's going on. I just want to add one little word to my domain name, and it's nuts. So, but that's it, you guys. I love all of y'all, and I wish all of y'all blessings on your individual journeys. I really, really do. If y'all have any questions, please reach out to me. We're in this together, and that's it. So, all right, you guys, love y'all, and I'm finna get off this phone because I got some errands to run, and I will see y'all later. Oh, goody, thank you so much. I can't wait to be supported on this website. Get back up. Lord have mercy. Okay. Anyway, love you guys. All right. Bye. How do I cut this off? Okay.